Exclusive Thoughts fam, what's going on? This is certified life and relationship coach Troy Spry, and what I like to call a reality expert. Many of you know me from my blog at exclusivethoughts.com, and many of you know me from social media at Exclusive5 on Instagram and on Twitter. And some of you like my Facebook page at Exclusive Thoughts. But I wanted to get in front of you because the audience has been asking me to get in front of the camera and kind of put a face behind the movement. And so that's why I'm here. And I want to start doing this a lot more often, so I'm glad I finally got around to it. But this is my first real video blog. I do have some videos on my website just introducing myself, but this is my first real video blog, and I'm happy to be here. And so thank you for everybody that has made it possible for me to have this platform. Because without the audience, without the support, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So thank you so much for supporting me and for sharing my tweets and my blogs and sharing everything about me and sharing my services as a coach, whatever it might be. So thank you so much. That's the first thing I gotta get out of the way and say thank you. Secondly, I want to make this video blog about something that I think is very, very imperative, and I'm seeing it a lot on social media and on the dating scene. And so this is for all the people that reach out to me and DM me and Facebook me and tweet me and ask the question, what happened to dating? Or why has dating become so difficult? Or why has it become so hard? And my answer is always this: dating isn't more difficult, because when it's right, it's easy. Let me repeat that. When it's right, it's easy. And so we've made it hard because we've turned it into a dating game. Somehow or another, dating became calculus. It became statistics and trigonometry and physics and all that good stuff, when realistically it should be simple addition and subtraction. So I want to talk about a few things that you can do, or that you can recognize or remember when you're dating, to keep it a little bit more simple and to identify when it's right versus when it's not. So the first thing I want to do is talk about this idea that I'm seeing out here on the dating scene, which is people are looking for leverage. And follow me on this. So instead of us saying, I like you, you like me, let's date, everyone's looking for this little bit of leverage, or who can have the leg up emotionally. And what I see from that is that people fear being vulnerable. That's really what it comes down to. Is we have this real tough society. Everybody's hardcore on the outside, and I'm team single this, and I'm about this life, and all this other kind of stuff. But at the core of everyone is the desire to want to be understood and to matter and to want to love and to be loved. So that's at the core of everybody, but no one wants to admit that. And so when that happens, we have these blurred line situations. I knew it was very obvious when a guy pursuing a girl pursuing a guy became known as being thirsty. Also, it became this idea of we're together, but we're not together, but you can't talk to anybody else because we're kind of together when it's convenient for me. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. And it tells me that no one wants to commit fully to the idea of being emotionally available and to being vulnerable. So these are a few tips that I want you to take to heart when you're out here on the dating scene that might make your life a little bit easier. I call it the KISS principle. Most people, when they hear KISS, they think of keep it simple, stupid. And while that is where this kind of premise came from, was the idea of keep it simple, stupid, my KISS stands for a few other things. For instance, the K. The K stands for know. Know your purpose for dating. Let me explain. So when I say know your purpose for dating, I mean know what you want to get out of dating. Know what your end game is. So whether that means you figure out if you want to be a wife, if you want to be a husband, if you want to be a girlfriend, if you want to be a boyfriend, if you want to have a committed monogamous relationship, whatever it is, you have to know where you're going so you can get there. So you got to know your purpose for dating. The easiest way to end up in a situationship or a blurred line situation or a gray area situation is to not know what your purpose for dating is. Because that's when you just go with the flow. When people say go with the flow, I kind of roll my eyes. I'm like, I think going with the flow is a recipe for drowning. You're going to be slowly drowning if you continue to just go with the flow. You have to have a purpose for what you're doing. The way you identify that purpose is you know what you want. You know what your deal breakers are. Right? You identify your values. That's where your deal breakers come from, your values. What do you hold close to you? What do you value most in life or about a person? And then you know what those deal breakers are. Once you know what those deal breakers are, then you can kind of guide your behavior around who you're dating and why you're dating it. So number one, the K, know your purpose for dating. Number two, which is the I, which is intuition. Now, hear me on this, especially my ladies out there. Intuition is a gift given from God. And every guy here knows that a woman's intuition is strong. She can figure out things that we never ever thought she would figure out because it's in her gut. She feels it, she knows it. And even guys have a level of intuition as well. What I would argue though is that if most of us just followed our intuition, we wouldn't end up in the situations that we end up in. Your intuition told you that he probably had a girlfriend or that he probably was seeing somebody else. Your intuition told you, guys, that she was going to want more than just to have sex with you. Your intuition told you that she might be a little bit crazy. Your intuition told you a lot of things. Told you that he wasn't really looking for a committed relationship. You knew that. You felt it in your gut. But what you did was you ignored it because you wanted it to be true. Whatever you were thinking, you wanted it confirmed. You wanted it to be true. So it becomes like this self-fulfilling prophecy all the time. So follow your intuition. If you got to think 3 and 4 and 5 times about it, if you have to justify it in your mind, then it probably isn't right. So follow your intuition. Third thing is the other S. Slow down. Yes, hear me on that. Slow down. I get it. You're lustful. You're infatuated with this person. They turn you on. You want to jump their bones every time you see them. You have great chemistry, and when you look at them, you get butterflies and all this other kind of stuff. But you have to slow down, because what you have to understand is that most people come on the dating scene with their representative, with the person that's not who they really are at their core, but it's the person they think you want to see. But through time and through being involved with that person over a period of time, that allows you to see who the true and real person is. So you have to slow down. That's my argument for wait a little while before you start becoming intimate and having sex with somebody. That's not about rules and 3-month rules and trying to put boundaries and saying you can't be sexually liberal or whatever it might be. What it is, it's for you. Waiting to have sex is for you. Because you know what happens? When you wait to have sex, it doesn't blur your lines. It doesn't make it harder to discern. You start to see things for what they are and not for what you want them to be because you gave yourself away. So guys and girls, wait to have sex, because we all know that it can be a little bit blinding when you start to give yourself to someone in that way. So slow down. There is no set rule. There is no set time period. But what I am saying is you want to have time to see who the real person is, not who you want them to be. So you got to slow down. All right? The last S is say it. What I mean by say it is make your intentions known. One of the reasons people end up in situations all the time, or situationships all the time, is because they never said what they were really looking for in the beginning. Make it very plain. I'm dating because I am looking for a mate. I am looking for a boyfriend. I am looking for a wife. I am looking for a husband. Whatever it is, make it very plain. So I get the question all the time, well, won't that push the person away? Yeah, it'll push the person away that isn't looking for the same thing you're looking for. That's the only person that's going to push away. But when someone is genuinely interested in you and y'all both have the same intentions when going into dating, then saying it won't push them away. It may even bring them closer. So you have to be very open and honest. So what I mean is say it. Let it come out your mouth. Don't leave things to be understood. Because how many times have you seen people in situations where you're like, well, I thought they knew what I wanted. Or, we're acting like boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm like, you can act like it all you want to, but you have to make it very plain that that's what you want. That's what you desire. So say it. So let's recap real quick because I don't want to keep you too much longer. KISS. The K means you have to know your purpose for dating. The I is follow your intuition. The S, slow down. You have to slow down. And the other S is say it. Make it very, very plain that this is what you're looking for when you're on the dating scene. You follow those things, then I guarantee you dating won't be nearly as hard as you're making it. It won't be calculus. It won't be statistics. It won't be trigonometry. It'll be addition and subtraction. So discern out there. Keep it simple. Very simple. Thanks again for reviewing this blog and taking the time to look at my video blog. And stay tuned to the movement. I would love for you to do a few things. Number one, visit my website, www.exclusivethoughts.com. That's XKLUSIVE thoughts.com. You can find all my latest work. You can find out more about what I do as far as my events, speaking engagements, whatever it is. My blog is there as well, so you can find out more good information like this. So visit the website. I also want you to go to Twitter and follow me. We have amazing discussions on Twitter, and we go in all the time about different life and relationship topics. So follow me on Twitter at Exclusive5. That's at XKLUSIVE and the number 5. Follow me on Instagram at exclusive5 as well. Subscribe to this YouTube channel because you will start to see more videos from me. So please follow me, subscribe to this YouTube channel. And finally, go to Facebook and like my page at Exclusive Thoughts. Bottom line is, if you go to my website, though, you can find links to all of those things. So keep it very simple. KISS, people. KISS. Right? Know your purpose for dating. Follow your intuition. Slow down and say it. Thanks again. Watch me work.